Welcome everybody to come to Text Controlling Syracuse. While waiting quietly for Rinpoche arrived, I just would like to make a few announcements. So welcome everybody for today's teaching, and then upcoming events on Friday, on Saturday. We have this called the World Praying Day in 10 o'clock in the morning. So they will have a Rinpoche's Dharma teaching, and then we will have mantra recitation for 7 Medicine Buddha's mantra, for the Global World Praying Day. And then in that Saturday afternoon, we will have a Chinese chanting for a recitation of compassionate samadhi for water repellence. And even though it's reciting in Chinese, but everybody is welcome to join just to feel the power of the power of compassionate samadhis. So hope everybody, if you got the time, and welcome to join us. And then, of course, coming this Sunday, will be Rinpoche's conduct the Dorje Khandro Fire Puja at 10 o'clock in the morning. And this year, we will take place at Mioram Park. And you can feel the power of, with the fire puja, to cleanse. Okay, I think Rinpoche is arriving. So would you please everybody raise?
or good morning, good evening, good whatever. First, we should offer the universe, okay, as a request for teaching. This is important because we don't have, ordinarily human beings don't have any inclination to make offerings at all. And so that's why we suffer. And I'm going to go to that later, okay? Om Ahong, Om Ahong, Om Ahong. This ground anointed with perfume, bestrewn with flowers, with Mount Meru in the middle, the four great lands, the sun and the moon. Together with the great collection of all our belongings, our enjoyments of humans and gods. May all beings enjoy this pure land. Om Idam Guru Radhamandala Gamniyadayami. So, welcome. Today is officially first teaching of this trip that I'm here, and I want to talk about today's topic is what's Buddhism about anyway. There is different aspect of Buddhism. The first is the Buddhism for non-Buddhists and the Buddhism for Buddhists. Okay? The reality is there's no such thing as Buddhism. Reality is no such thing as Buddhism. Okay? Who gave this term Buddhism? Because people need a label. Human beings are used to having a label. And so therefore, there is this label called I am Buddhist. But what does Buddhism really mean? What does Buddhist really mean anyway? Okay? To understand deeper, Buddhism, we must first understand the word Bud. Okay? Bud. Buddha. Bud means awaken. Buddha means awakened one. Okay? So you must understand the original word Bud and Buddha. So, Buddhism, strictly understanding the West, Buddhism is a Western word, yeah. Buddhist is a Western word. Buddhism is also a Western word. For us, direct translation Buddhism is Buddha's teaching. You know, the term is Buddha's teaching. 佛教. Right? And so, if one say, I'm Buddhist, what does it mean? It means I am the cultivator or the practitioner of the Buddha's teaching. Awaken teachings. Bud, right? Bud's teachings. The awakened one's teaching. So we must understand what does this really mean to us in a day-to-day life. It really means that we are searching for the truth in everything that we see. Okay? And what is the truth? Today, many Americans will be, some are very happy and some are very sad. half-half, right? Because of the elections. Actually, if your mind is disturbed, then you really now is the time to practice the Buddha's teaching. To be the one of following the Buddha's teaching in understanding of what Lord Buddha said. Everything has got the cause, condition, effect and result. Shantideva said, if I can solve the problem, why worry? I cannot solve the problem, why worry? Some people make a remark, comment or remark, at me, today is very dark day for America. Today is very sad day for America. Some different people say different. But for me, actually, America, every day is an American day. Why is it dark? Because this is you accept this is your country's law. Isn't it? Freedom, democracy and everything. And if you like, and good for you. And if you don't like, then also good for you. We should think like this, also good for you. Why? Is what can we learn from this? That it really means good for you. Or good for me. Because it's gonna, if this thing affect me, it affects only me. Because how it affect me, any situation, how it affect me, and how it affect you, and how it affect you, how it affect everybody is different. The happy one very happy, not happy one not happy. Right? Isn't it? And this is the same. It's nothing to do with politics anyway. I'm just using today. Everybody was telling me, the election results and this and that. Somehow in the back of my mind, is something for them, is telling me very exciting day for like buying lottery. To me, it's like buying lottery. Everybody is telling me this and that, and I'm like, we should see the nature of our mind and phenomena. See the nature of how our mind is reacting or responding. The truth is, when we talk about Buddha's teaching, what does it mean to be a Buddhist anyway? It means applying what he recommended for us. Buddha never forced us to accept his teaching. He never forced us to accept his teaching. You look at the whole stack of text there, right, in that shelf. That is in Buddha's 45 years, his teachings were all recorded, right, regurgitated by his cousin, who had the perfection of memory, and he was not even awakened not even awakened during the Buddha's life. Only after Buddha manifested passing away, and then Shariputra they make things very difficult for Ananda. Then he felt so much suffering for himself. Then he really cultivated what Buddha taught, and then he himself awakened. Many of Buddha's disciples awoke during the time when Buddha was alive. But, Ananda, the cousin of Buddha, the attendant of Buddha, the manager of Lord Buddha, didn't awake, didn't have any result, because he had pride. He had ego, he had pride. And if even the Buddha's cousin can have ego and pride, what more you and me? All of us will have ego and pride. And what is the main suffering we have for ourselves? You want to know? You want to know? The main suffering we have from ourselves is because we keep on clinging to our suffering. We are clinging to our suffering. I'll give you a good example. What is clinging to suffering? Some rich people are very happy people. Some rich people are very sad people. Isn't it? Why? Because it has nothing to do with rich or poor. Because it is the clinging to their money. The other one is clinging to the attachment of money, collecting even more money. The other one is thinking, now I have money, I can relax, I can use the money. For one, money has become his boss or her boss. The other one, money is become his servant. Those people who work for money, then money is your boss. Those people who understand money, then money is a good servant. You can use money to make money. Using money is very easy to explain Buddha Dharma. Using money, because everybody wants money, needs money. And everybody use money. Right? I've seen people who are multi-billionaires. They can buy buildings with cash in the bank. They don't need to own anything. But what is the quality of their life? The quality of their life is, Chinese we say, 守财奴. Okay? They are the security guard for money. Security guard for their own business, security guard for their money. Because money has become their boss. And therefore, they cannot enjoy their life and cannot enjoy their time. And they cannot enjoy even and sit down and sip a cup of tea. To them, tea is tea, coffee is coffee. You know? Then there is no focal point to understand what is the nature of this water. What is the type of tea? Right? So like that, slowly, the mind is a very uncaring for many things. Therefore not aware. I just want to drink tea and then things get done. That's it. And there are many people actually like that. I don't care. I don't know what is the called tasty food and not tasty food. I actually know quite a lot of people like that, you know. You tell them, oh, is it delicious? They say, I don't know whether this is delicious or not. I just eat. The purpose to eat is just to survive. It has no meaning. You see? All this is suffering. And just now I said this clinging. Just now I said, oh, we need to make offering. Right? And when we offer, why? And if we don't make offering, we suffer. Why? Because there is no generosity. And what is generosity? Many people think generosity is just about giving money. But actually no. The first generosity is about offering their heart. Maybe it's true. You cannot just open your heart and tell everybody your problem, your happiness, your sadness. You cannot share with everybody. But do you even have a real friend whom you can share and talk about things? Right? So this is something that is important. What we are talking about is the real friend, and then we can talk about things. And this is the offering of opening our heart. Because many people's heart are so frightened and therefore so closed. Very, very close. Right? I give you a good example. 1990, I was in Nepal. 1990, I was in Nepal. And in Nepal at that time, everybody, when we talk, with one another, or men and everybody, we talk, we hold hand and talk, we keep on holding hand and talk. Nowadays, and it was very natural, we hold hand and talk. Now nobody dare to hold hand and talk because of the Western corruption called man and man hold hand means gay. This is a corruption because I told them, I say, why these days we don't hold hand and talk anymore? I say, a little bit funny, yeah. I say, why a little bit funny? I say, because many Westerners come and they say men and men hold hand and talk is gay. Yeah, this monks, they tell me, monks, they tell me, I said, nowadays, if we go back in the past, Geshe-la, isn't it? Last time we talk on the whole hand, is it? Remember? The old time, monks, they talk and we hold hand and talk. Yeah. There is this, when we say make an offering, it's an offering of connection. Why are we suffering? It's because we are picking up everybody's suffering on ourselves. Because of this, because somebody said this, I'm afraid of this. Because somebody said that, I'm afraid of that. Isn't it? Isn't this what's happening now? Everybody say everything, so everybody is afraid of something. And some people become afraid of everything. And so therefore, we lose this we lose the ability to enjoy this feeling called naturally present. To naturally be present and free. Chinese translation, 自在. Okay? That you can just be present with one another. We don't need to have thoughts that who you are, where you are, what you come from, what language, what you are thinking, what I'm thinking, and this and that. We just enjoy the presence of one another. And this is something that's very nice. We can just agree that we all come together and then we can just sit down, just like now, sit down just like now and be present. Okay? And be present with one another, and we don't even need to be happy. That's the best part. Happiness is something that we are being conditioned to believe that, oh, you need this, you need to be happy. But actually, happiness is like addiction. More importantly, I feel, is the middle path. Free from happiness and free from suffering. For example, right now, I ask you, if I ask the sky, are you happy? What then would be the best, since the sky cannot talk, right? What is happiness to the sky? Nice cloudy day is happiness? Is nice cloudy day happiness? Is hurricane happiness? Clear blue sky without any cloud, is it happiness? You understand? So is a windy day happiness? Since the sky cannot talk, how would the sky say is happy? So happiness is subjective, right? Because if we understand then this happiness is something that we are all craving for this feeling. You see, even in the time when Buddha was around, Buddha always blessed people, with this word, may you be well and happy. Okay, may you be well and happy. Why? The first word is very true. May you be well. May you be well. First, you be well. And what does well or wellness mean? To be well and to have, what does to be well and to enjoy wellness? It means your mind is free from running everywhere. Our mind is free from running everywhere. Today, our mind is free. It is not free from running everywhere. Our mind is running everywhere. Isn't it? Our mind is running everywhere. So, to be free from running everywhere, to be well, it means, are you well? Okay? Are you well? If you are well, means your mind is present. And are you happy? May you be well and happy. What does the happy mean? Happy means contentment. That means, in today's language, may you rest and be content. May you enjoy the restfulness of now and love what you have. Because all of us are going towards have what you love. Isn't it? Love what you have and have what you love. Totally different thing. And we all know how to complain. All of us know how to complain. But how to go beyond complaining? Is to first be well, okay? Then we can connect, be contented, of whatever the lot is. Whatever your lot, whatever my lot is. When life is good, when society and everything is good, everybody is never happy. Do you know that? When life is good, people are never happy. But if there's a disharmony, there's war and everything, the people are very easily happy. When there's no food and everything, look at all the place having war now, right? If there's food, there's drink, the basic necessities of life, there's so much gratitude. They can thank God, thank Buddha, thank everybody. There's food and drink, and right? But when everything is well, who cares about food and drink? Waste food and drink, isn't it? Right? We all waste food and drink, and then it goes into counting calories and this and that because I want to look good, feel good, be and everything. Right? So there's no perfect situation. This is what Buddha is teaching us. So what is Buddhism all about? Buddha is teaching us there's no such thing as a perfect situation. Make your situation perfect for you. We make our situation perfect for us. Some people are single mother, single father. Some people are abandoned by parents. Some people are a broken family. Some people are good family but no love. Some people rich family but no time. Right? Parents very rich, work, and what happened? Children have no love from parents. Because the parents they want to find the wealth, and everything. So they're thinking, to provide the best for the children. What do we need actually? Branded clothes, branded food, or do we need our parents' love and company? So one thing is this. When Buddha said, may we be well and happy, to me, very first thing is actually, may we be free of contempt. Contempt of self, contempt of others. If you realize there's so much contempt for one another, isn't it? In this world, everybody, there's so much contempt for one another. I have one student, not one, quite many, but only one really voice out. Whenever there is this political speech and everything, or how to say, like election, his mind goes like, I say, I told him, I said, you are very cute. He's a very successful person, yeah? Very successful. I say, you are very cute. Every time there's an election, your mind becomes like, goes into washing machine. Oh, he looked at me shocked. Why washing machine? Before the clothes go into washing machine, actually it seems like okay, just wash because everybody say wash, right? How many times you wash your? How long do you wash your clothes? 2 days? 1 day? Every day? Right? Is it really that necessary? Is it really that necessary to wash your clothes every day? Is it really that necessary to bathe and wash your hair every day? Huh?
Hot place.
Yeah, you say hot place, but you can actually no need to bathe. You know that? Because sometimes bathing make you even more hot. I'm not joking. Why? Hui Jin. Very hot, very hot. Then she bathed cold water. Then after that says, still very hot, very hot. Why? You know why? Because the weather is very hot, you bathe in cold water to cool down, right? And then when you go out, after you put on your clothes, you start perspiring again. Why? Tibetan, there's a saying, Kishila, what do you say? Nearer to fire, isn't it? Nearer to fire, colder than water. Do you know? Tibetan, there's a saying, nearer to the fire, colder than water. Do you know what it means? You don't know, right? Here, I think if you're cold, you don't stand near a bonfire. You have everything heater and everything. But in Tibet or whatever, it's very cold. And what do? We make a fire and everybody stand near the fire. Nearer to the fire, colder the water. Why? Because now you are warmed up, right? And then when you turn around, walk away from the fire, the cold is worse. When you are warmed up by the fire, when you turn around, the cold is worse. Why? Because it's only an external warmth. Inside, not yet, not ready to face the cold. Really? So when very hot weather, you bathe cold water, definitely you are going to feel even more hot later. It's the direct opposite now. Right? It's like over here, I think when you have fever, you put ice, you bathe cold water, right? To bring the temperature down, right? Isn't it? For us, no. If you have fever, you drink warm water and you cover blanket to perspire it out because the heat must come out. right? But the same thing happens when the fever breaks, you perspire. Isn't it? Right? Anybody is the same. With a fever and a fever break, you perspire. So similarly, similarly, if you use this to practice the situation of our lives in samsara, then what is this middle path? The middle path is really always to be dancing. Okay? Always to be dancing. Dancing means, in Vajrayana Buddhism they say dakas and dakinis. Right? Dancing in the space of emptiness means you are present, but everything is not real. This is something seems like so mystical, right? Isn't it? Something so mystical. But now, I give you very easy way for you to understand this term. You are present, but everything is not real. Everything is illusion. You want to know where? You want to know how? Did you watch movie in cinema? You watch television? You believe everything that thing comes out of the lights that come out from the screen? You believe everything that the lights that come out from the screen? You understand what I'm saying now? Whatever that come out from the screen is what your mind process to understand what they come out from the screen. What comes out from the screen, the reality is just like lights and sound. True or true? True. The reality, the things that come out from this TV screen or the cinema is lights and sound. There's nothing more than that there is to it. It's just light and sound. But we recognize this light being like that is called this human being. This is called human being. This is called ghost. This is called monster. Isn't it? And because of our own likings and our own inclination, we watch all kinds of movies. Romantic movie, love movie, horror movie, monster movie, watch cartoons, watch this wizard movie that everybody is. Harry Potter, all this kind of thing. It's real? It's real? Yeah, it's real. Because I can see it, I can hear it, I can feel it. It's real. And we can even make things that look like come from the movie and sell and make money, right? Is it real? So we look at the situation of our own lives and each other's lives. And about the politics, and about the people, and about the business, and about the this and that. Is it real? Is it real? The reality is that is what everybody makes it out to be. That's why some people thrive in the same situation and some people get depressed in the same situation. Isn't it? So therefore, it's not real. So when we say, may you be well and happy, when Lord Buddha said, may you be well and happy, it means that we can be present and content. May you be well so that you can be here. Because many people actually go to the Buddha and tell Buddha all their problems. And Buddha asks them to be well. The meaning of the well means to be present here and now. You are here with me. Like when we come to the temple, we sit before the Buddha Buddha same. He said, after my physical body is gone, but anybody who makes a statue of me, okay, whatever you offer to the statue is the same as offering to me. When you see the statue, it's seeing Buddha, seeing me. And what does it really mean? It really means Buddha is beyond form, beyond anything, and it means he is here. We are here right now with him. Pure presence. It means we bring our mind to the present moment. We don't come before and then we keep on thinking of our suffering last time, thinking about the past and projecting about the future. But let us here be now, here, and be content. May you be well and may you be happy. And at every single thing that we do, may we be well and may we be happy. Present moment. Free our mind from hope and fear. You understand? If we put our mind here now, at this moment, then you are free from past just now and you are free from future. And that is the real meaning of doing a retreat. What does a retreat mean? Retreat means you free yourself from all the workings of the past. And retreat means also every day you are the time where you retreat from work, retreat from home, retreat from everything. Where maybe some of us, we spend some time solitary place and then we keep ourselves company. We have to like ourselves first. If you don't like yourself, you cannot keep yourself company. Do you realize that? That's why there are some people who are alone but not lonely. But there are some people who are lonely even every time there's people. Make sense? Okay? Yeah. So, that's why when we say, remember this word, Buddha always say, may you be well and happy. It means, right now, retreat from the past and retreat from the future. Also, it means, let's be present here and now. And meditation is taking our breath in and out to be present here and now. Here, now. Here, now. Here, now. Right? The past breaths are gone. Future breathing is coming. Unless something happens, you cannot breathe anymore. Isn't it? And when we can make this effort to have this discipline to cultivate here and now, you actually have no regrets. You actually, by practicing here and now, you are really beginning to be a responsible human being. You are responsible for yourself. You're not responsible for how other people think and feel and react and respond. But you are responsible for yourself. Many people who are not responsible for themselves, you know what do? You want to know? They do many things. I do this for you. I do that for you. I buy this for you. I buy that for you. I think for you. I care. I do this. I do that. Everything for you, for you, for you. But never for themselves. Like a very caring person, like a very loving mother, like a very, that's what they say, a over-loving, caring mother is a very, very selfish person. Okay? Sounds contradictory, right? But if the mother, overly loving, overly caring, wash everything for the children, cook everything for the children, care everything for the children from birth till they are 30 years old. I don't know Western culture like this or not. Asian culture, there are many mothers they still doing like this. You know? The child lost the ability, lost its right and ability to learn how to cook, learn how to take care of himself, learn how to wash, learn how to this and that. Even I see in the situation today, everywhere in the world, you see many people, they are professors, they are professionals, but they do not know how to cook. They do not know how to wash their own clothes if there's no washing machine. They do not know how to iron. Basic things, don't know. And then they employ people to take care of all these kind of things for them. And then they so-called go and do the bigger things and make more money. The reality is they don't know how to do. Isn't it? The reality is they don't know how to do. Actually very embarrassing, shy also. Right? So when we say, we want to take care of others, are you taking away other people's rights? Are you taking away other people's capability to learn, or ability or opportunity to learn and develop? Oh, it's okay, I do for you. Oh, it's okay, I do for you. You think? Similarly, in our practice, in our world, our time, our life, what is it we are doing? Everybody must learn to be responsible for ourselves, including our own mind, our own life, our own skill, and all these things must start from your own meditation of may you be well and happy. Retreat from the past, free of fear for the future, and love and contentment now. Right? There's so much regret of the past. There's so much fear for the future. It's the common thing for everybody these days, isn't it? Everybody has so much regret for past, so much fear for the future, and therefore there's so much things that we feel that we need to do and everything. Do you realize everything that we need to do, or everything that we do, we cannot actually stop something from happening if an asteroid crash on here? Whatever we so-call the best of our love, best of our capability and this and that, nothing we can do when Mother Earth wants to have a tsunami or earthquake. There's nothing we can do about that. We cannot even predict when the earthquake is coming. Right? We cannot predict. We say we are so clever, we are so advanced, we are this and that. Can you predict when earthquake coming? You cannot predict when earthquake coming. So if we cannot predict when the earthquake is coming, can you predict when you are going to die? And if you cannot predict when you are going to die, what makes you think you are going to be alive tomorrow? So, have you done your will? What are you going to do with all the things after you die? Can you let go? Can you let other people enjoy the fruits of your labor? What is the fruit of your labor of this life? You see? All these things you need to think about here and now, well and happy. Then you will start to think, oh, whatever I'm doing, is it really that necessary? Is it really that frightening? What we just do here and now. Present moment, pure presence in, out. Because the reality is we don't realize we are breathing until you start to have heart pain. Some people have heart pain, and then after that you have what you call heartburn, right? Breathe in a little bit, pain, hospital. It happens. I see this from TV. Isn't it? I saw this from TV. I also realized this when one time I had heartburn. Then breathe in also pain. Maybe time to die, right? Yeah, I got struck by lightning once. Yeah, I was holding the umbrella, on the slope of a hill, right? And then actually I don't have a mobile phone on my body. I don't have anything on my body. I was just walking. Then suddenly the electricity came down from there, went through the umbrella, through my hand, into my thumb. There was a spark, like zzz, okay. Then after that, it just went zoom through me. And then it was, people asked me, how do you feel? It was electrifying. Honestly, yeah, I don't know how to say. How can I tell you how did you feel? How did I feel? It's electrifying. Right? At that moment I thought, oh, now maybe time to die. Then I was on the spot there, start to do my death preparation practice. Then I realized, oh, I can still breathe. I didn't die. I still can breathe. I still can move. Yeah, but I had the smell on my body, like smell of burnt hair on my skin, my whole body, smell of burnt hair. Luckily, nothing burned. So when it rained, don't go out with umbrella. Yeah. So there's a real thing that happened to me. Real thing that happened to me. Yeah. So I was really thankful I didn't die. At that time I thought, oh, I still have some work to do in this world at this time. Yeah, I was just thinking like that. Oh, breathe. Oh, I can breathe. At that moment I thought I cannot breathe. Maybe something happened. Right? So really my short sharing teaching today is about, Buddha said, may you be well and happy. It's really the hidden meaning is, may you be free from your hope and fear. May you be present now. May you love and enjoy what you have. What is the love and enjoy what you have? Contentment and what else? Enjoy your body. That your body is still alive. It means know that you still have your precious human rebirth, your precious human life. Because if we don't enjoy our precious human life, our mind get carried away by things like politics, by things like hope and fear, by things of the... You see, politics is all about hope and fear, isn't it? Isn't it? But reality life goes on, right? Reality life goes on. Reality, everybody is still same, go work because we need money to find food and a place to stay and sleep and to maintain some kind of a security in this very insecure and frightening world. Isn't it? And so therefore when we are young, if we don't care, we don't... Some kids, some youth in my temple in Singapore, one day they come and ask me. They asked me very straight. One day they cornered me, This youths, they are quite cheeky, Rinpoche, can I talk to you? Then on the moment I said, okay, sit down. Then they all start coming. I felt cornered. Then the moment I sat down, they asked me, Rinpoche, can I ask you, what's the purpose of us studying? What's the point of going to school? Teenagers, right? What's the point of going to school? What's the purpose to study? I don't see any purpose in studying. I don't see the point of going to school. And it was a very real questions because, there were like, 10 over of them. And they all looked me in the eye, They looked me in the eye and asked me this question. What's the purpose of going to school? What's the purpose of studying? What's the purpose of taking exam? What's the purpose of doing all these things? I just want to enjoy. I looked at each and every one of them in the eye and I said, okay, I hear you, I feel you, I understand. So I asked them for permission to share my feeling. I said, I'm not sharing my viewpoint. I want to share my feeling. I said, when I was young, I'm very upset when I don't have the toys that my classmates have. When I was young, if my other classmates have, I'm sure you know what Game & Watch is, right? Game & Watch, or some have a Nintendo game, or some, and all kinds of of games and everything, and I don't have, and because we couldn't afford or something like that, then you feel very unhappy. And those who have always like to flaunt what they have, Then the kids, kids being kids, they are actually, children are very cruel, right? They bully one another, bully each other, show off and this and that, and talk shit to each other's face, right? And so I said, this is what I felt. And why do we study? And why do we this and why do we study? Why do we do this and that? Go to school? I said it's because I realized one thing. When I was growing up, my parents' generation, some uncles and the generation in Singapore, we had a situation where there were Chinese schools and there were English schools. And so the Chinese schools taught only in Chinese, and the English schools taught only in English. And the government banned all Chinese schools. Why? Because during that time, they were so afraid of, it was to unite the people and also to prevent communism from coming into Singapore. And so therefore the government decided to ban all Chinese schools. Everybody, even if you are in a Chinese school, everybody have to learn everything in English. Half the time these people, they don't really understand what they're talking about, because they only know in Chinese. They don't know English. I grew up in a family where only my father and my mother know some English. The rest of the relatives, most of them all only Mandarin or Chinese or dialect speaking people. I saw one thing. Those who refuse to change suffer. Those who refuse to learn English suffer. And what is the suffering? difficult job, manual jobs, lower paying jobs. Suddenly everybody started to think that, oh, the Chinese educated people who are become like a second class citizen. And I saw those who couldn't speak English well, couldn't work for the government. The government started employed. Everybody was English speaking. And then I thought to myself, wow, this is what I shared with the kids. I thought to myself, really study is important. To be able to speak well, to be able to understand, because I asked them, I shared with the kids one thing. Do you like to have money? Do you like to have money? Do you like to have the choice to have what you have in life by your own means? You like or not? Mr. Tan, Sunny Tan, you like? Jarens, do you like? I'm sure you like too, right? But do you know one thing? In Singapore, and I'm sure around the world, the moment you have a university degree, your starting salary is always higher, right? Then maybe if you've gone to just a normal school, junior high school, or you have just a diploma. Okay? At least the situation was like that. It's like that in Singapore. It still is like that. Just because you complete a university degree, your starting salary, even you are both doing the same work, the salary range, the difference can be $1,000 over $2,000 starting salary. And it's just because you have a higher education. And if you have a higher education, it means you got a better starting point. So this is what I shared with the kids. I'm sure you would like to have better choices in life. I'm sure you like to have better quality of life. I'm sure you will also like to have better view and better understanding of many other things, so that you don't feel like a frog in the well when you're talking to other people. Right? So, I told the kids who cornered me, and I said, some of you may not even understand what I'm talking to you now, because they gave me that look, I told them that I was telling them about this money and everything. They gave me this look, right? All of them at first, they had this kind of look when they came to me, they had this look. Why do I need to study? This kind of look, this kind of energy. I don't want to study. I want to be free. It's human rights. Yeah. Then when I told them this, my viewpoint, they gave me this kind. They didn't give me this look, but all of them had this look. A little bit mouth open, eyes open. Had that. I call the goldfish syndrome. And the goldfish don't close eyes, right? The goldfish mouth also always open and close. I call it goldfish syndrome. Yeah. So, yeah, it's important to study. It's important to understand. And then it's important to let go of what you study. Because not whatever you study is real. Whatever you study is only like a platform for you to start on a better starting point. Rather than just wondering, I don't want to study, I'm not happy, I'm this and that. Because children are full of emotions. Actually, everybody is full of emotions. Children, the emotion, they still haven't learned to control or to manipulate themselves, their emotion. Adults may be better at controlling or manipulating their own emotions. Right? So what Buddha taught is this. Free yourself from all this fear and hope and all this manipulation and this and that, and bring our mind to here and now. Bring our own mind to here and now. That's why in Buddhism, the fundamental practice of Buddhism is meditation. Right? Chanting is one thing, study is one thing, but to study and chant and meditate together is only in Vajrayana, all in one. And this all-in-one practice is called instant result. Right? Like you have a 3-in-1 coffee, right? Instant coffee, just pour hot water, that's it. Right? The main thing is you need hot water. Right? What does hot water means? You must get your passion arise. You must arouse your passion to want to become something heroic for yourself and for others. So you need to be the hot water. You must make yourself hot. Not hot here. You got to make yourself hot. Yeah. Right? You got to make yourself hot. Yeah. I have to practice how to pronounce hot in American. Because I was talking to somebody and they don't understand what I'm saying. Hot. Hot water. Hot. Yeah, right? So that's the thing. That's the thing. So what's Buddhism all about? It's about here and now. When we can make ourselves present with everybody being here and now, you are free. You're free from others, free from even your own self. We are suffering from our, what are our habits, our reaction. The answer is our reaction to things are things that are imprinted to us by our childhood, our parents, our this, our that. How our parents do, how our relatives behave and everything, live around us and everything, right? Whatever they have done, it is the imprint of how it will condition us, how we will be when we grow up. Isn't it? So if some people, the father and mother, they talk, they are always arguing, quarreling, a little bit sarcastic, and then poking fun at other people and like that, right? You grow up to be like that. If you've got crazy parents, apple don't fall very far from the tree. Actually, you're going to have crazy kids. Right? You got loud parents, you're going to have loud children. Right? You've got parents or relatives who live with you who are always working and this and that, and then after that you grow up that, okay, I also don't want to be at home because everybody's always working, everybody's always out of the house, so I also don't want to be at home. I want to be out of the house. So then these people have a house but don't have a home. So it's very much like this temple here. Do you think Buddha want to own you? Or do you feel you want to have a sense of belonging to here? What you want to create is we have a sense of belonging to his teaching. He awakened the truth in each and every one of us. And that is what makes it meaningful. That we are awakened. Slowly every day, some awakening, some awakening, some awakening. I've seen myself, many psychologists, many psychiatrists, they themselves need to see another psychologist, another psychiatrist. Right? I've seen myself. they themselves need to see psychologists, psychiatrists, right? And when they come see me and ask me for the right way out, what's the way out for people? I say, the right way is we need to release ourselves from the burden of thinking that we are here to fix things. Nobody can fix anything for anybody, because everybody have their own path to awaken for themselves. We can improve the condition, external condition of things, but you cannot fix things if that person don't want to learn. Right? So, I hope you learn something tonight. Okay? This is generally what Buddhism is all about. That's what Buddha said. Okay? Buddha is also empty. Okay? Dharma is also empty. Sangha is also empty. Ultimately, all this is empty. So what does empty mean? Actually, emptiness, the word emptiness, should be understood in English. They translate as emptiness. Also, to me, best word to understand what Buddha taught was interconnectedness. When they say everything is empty, it means everything is interconnected. You take away one condition and the flowers won't bloom. Isn't it? You take away one condition, the apple buds will all fall off the tree. Right? So everything needs to have the perfect conditions for it to happen. So we need to think now, what is it you want to do with your own life? Okay? Any questions? Anybody have any questions? No questions? Then we complete today's teaching, okay? Yeah. I hope you learn, I hope you feel something. Don't just learn, I hope you felt something. Okay? And you remember, when you come before Buddha, when you come here, you can bring anybody come. Anybody is welcome to come. Before the Buddha, and we greet each other, instead of saying, wow, I didn't see you for a long time, say, may you be well and happy. I'm happy to see you. Right? Like Buddha. You see, Buddha, you realize, Lord Buddha always sitting here looking aware and smiling. Buddha never say to you, why you long time never come? But Buddha still look at you and smile. Right? With awareness. What does it really mean? Means always here, always now. When you come before the Buddha, it's always here and now. Okay? And this is something is priceless, you know. And coming to work and volunteer your time, volunteer your expertise, okay, is the greatest offering. Offer your time, offer your service, offer your heart. Then that's why we Buddhists always come temple, make light offering, candle offering. Why? You write a name and light for somebody whom you think is suffering, is in pain, is sick. Even you can light a light for yourself. If you need to have some light, light a light. And with the energy being there, generated, you will see there will be differences. There will be a subtle shift in your life, in your mind. Okay? So offer your life. Offer your life, offer your heart. This is the best. That, money cannot buy your heart. Money cannot buy your life. Money can buy your time. If your boss need to employ you, your boss pay you, right? You only give you this amount of your time to your boss every day. But really, what is life beyond that? You must remember, you are replaceable in your workplace. You are replaceable. But you are irreplaceable for yourself. You are irreplaceable for yourself. So instead of just thinking about, oh, for other people, my children, my mother, my this, my that, when you come here, it's about for yourself. And this is what it means when people say, oh, I go to the temple to pray and recharge. Okay? Praying really means connecting. Praying in the modern world really means connecting. And you connect with one another, the prayer becomes more powerful. Connection becomes more powerful. The frequencies merge and unite, becomes a stronger energy. That's like making ropes, Everybody have one string, but you're connecting, everybody join together. It becomes many strings bind together to become a strong rope. So praying is really connecting with the Buddha, connecting with yourself. And then you can connect all with the divine hearts. Thank you. Okay? May the precious body mind not yet born arise and grow. May that born have no decline. Right? May you be well and happy. Okay? Yeah. Light the light for yourself, light the light for your friends. Okay? Light the light for your loved ones. Okay? And then feel that light within you. Thank you.
I have a few announcements to make, if you don't mind. So thanks everybody for coming this evening. Rinpoche is going to be with us for another couple weeks or so, and there's a variety of teachings and activities that he'll be...
No couple of weeks, 20 more days.
Okay, he's counting 20 more days, but you're not counting, right? And one thing you can do is when you're at the little registration table in the hall, there's several of these posters. So this has got the schedule on there, so feel free to take one home. It's also on our website too, so go ahead and take a look. But what's coming up most immediately is on Friday, Rinpoche is going to give another teaching. He says, I am.
So small. This one is putting for us. Don't know what, putting for what,
This Friday, Rinpoche is going to give a teaching, a very special teaching, a generosity practice called the sewer practice, where we give food to those beings which we cannot see. And I think if you're curious about that, please come. It's a very, very beautiful practice. And Saturday, what? Saturday, we're going to have a special day-long activity. It's Medicine Buddha Global Prayer Day. And in the morning, Rinpoche will give teachings, and then we'll do some group mantra recitation, Medicine Buddha mantra recitation. And in the afternoon, there'll be Chinese chanting. So even if you don't know Chinese, it's beautiful to sit and listen. So please come for that. And then Sunday, at Mill Run Park, Dorje Kadro Fire Puja. It's always one of the highlights of his visit. And so you can please join us for that. It's a really important purification practice. And then there's also going to be, Rinpoche, what's the Naga part of it at the end? Oh, it's a secret. Okay, never mind. And then that afternoon at 4 o'clock, for those people who want private consultations, with Rinpoche. He'll be doing that for a couple of hours. You must register ahead of time, and you need to call me. Okay, so please give me a call if you're interested in a private consultation with Rinpoche. There'll be another teaching on November 13th, How to Be Happy in the Modern World. It's going to be right across the street at the Manoa Library. It's free, everyone's welcome. We are also going to have on November 16th a one-day intensive on Guru Rinpoche. And prior to that, there'll be another screening of the movie Precious Guru. Some people saw it on Sunday. It was quite good. If you haven't seen it, please come on Friday evening to see that. It's really good. And then November 20th, another teaching, Expanding Our Minds, Improving Our Lives. And Saturday, November 23rd, Vajrasattva Purification Empowerment. Okay, so. Yeah. When he was here 10 years ago, he said, "You've worked me like a donkey." No, he said that, but anyway. So I know there's some, Rinpoche, you stay seated, there's some students who want to give a kata and make offering, so people can come up now.
Okay. Thank you.